That somehow makes this thing even better. It's his style to the games. It's getting a lot of heat online. This is the Brock Purdy. You've seen Joe Burrow in the turtlenecks. You've seen Joe Burrow in the full leopard outfit. This is Brock Purdy. That might be a beige rain slicker from Land's End with a white
Russell Wilson showed up to Seattle in like a turquoise tuxedo or whatever that was.
Backpack on, and it's not the Louis backpack. This is not Instagram worthy. What do we call it? A thirst trap. This is not that by any means.
Just you wait, Peter. Thirst trap is my answer.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Here's what he wore for his post game. Okay, let's see the amazing. There it is.
Kill him.
There's the fit. I said it was from Marshalls. I was corrected online. It might be TJ Maxx.
I see it. I'm going to give him J. Crew.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, that's a mall store.
Yeah, okay.
That's a step up, though.
Here's the statement in a full circle deal.
Step up.
Just like Joe Burrow did a year ago, Brock Purdy's style, fashion sense, is going to catch fire over the next few weeks. Are we in or are we out, Jay?
Hell no, we're out. Are we serious? There's no way this is catching fire. Let's just watch some of these guys enter the stadium. Stephon Diggs, he played this weekend. Let's see and check out what he wore into the stadium to see if you think he's going to follow in Brock Purdy's footsteps. Show me Stephon Diggs. This is him strolling into the stadium. You don't know whether it's him or it's not. He can probably fit about 2 people into those clothes. You can't see his face. Scarecrow outfit. This is the new generation of what it looks like.
Honestly, I'm not. Is that a basketball? Is that like they won the Atlantic 10 championship and they put it? Is that a basketball net? What is
it? It looks like a mop.
I like that association. I have no idea. I'm more you guys at this table. I have no idea what's being worn. But if Stephon Diggs wasn't enough, Xavier McKinney went into his game against the Philadelphia Eagles and he said, you know what? I don't even need my eyes to see. I already know where the locker room is and everything because I've been here before. I'm just strolling in like no eyes. Don't
Is
need
he looking
anything.
through those little holes?
I have no idea.
Right?
No idea. This is the fashion statement. This is where they are moving.
Awesome.
There's no sleeves. It's chic. It's sexy. It's cool. This is how we're moving. Brock Purdy is not a phenomenon.
Cedric Ceballos.
Take over.
I hadn't seen that second one. That was amazing. I know Halloween is, what, 9 months away? I got to wear that. That's awesome. Just to zip it all the way up. What do you think?
So,
That's
Peter,
amazing.
it's going to catch fire over the next couple weeks?
Yeah, or now, or this week. Everyone's going to go to the Purdy and be wearing Eddie Bauer.
I'm going to go out on it happening over the next couple weeks, but, like, come August, like, if he's still the guy, I think it's going to have a reset. Here's why. And I'm a Midwesterner, so this is not an insult to people from Iowa. I'm from Minnesota. We are one and the same on the latitude, all right? Style and culture starts on the coast. New York and LA. It works itself inward, all right? As fashion becomes popular, people in the Midwest, like, click into it maybe 6 months delayed, all right? So if he is going to click into style and whatnot and becoming a flashy guy, I think we're going to be on a bit of a delay. But here's where I really find that this is becoming a phenomenon. The TikTok, right? I have it on my phone. I like to call it TikTok because I am not 24. I am 34. The TikTok. It knows what you're thinking. It knows what you're interested in.
Sure.
I've had some Joe Burrow videos pop up. The ladies like a good Joe Burrow slow-mo on the throw and the spin. So good. Brock Purdy's been showing up on my TikTok.
Really?
Yes. The slow-mo, the thirst traps, if you will. Again, a little bit delayed. I don't think it's going to happen, but I think this is becoming, it's a bit of a slow roll, if you will. So we're going to see the change.
We're judging the swag by
my TikTok's algorithm, which, like, it's a bit revealing to tell you what's on your For You page. Joe Burrow and Brock Purdy are my For You.
Sam?
Sorry, Sam.
I got the same ones on my Instagram, same thing. And by the way, listen, I consider the Mississippi River one of the coasts, so it can work that way fashion-wise, too.
Very funny.
There's a movement that I always like, the minimalist movements. You ever see this show, Tiny Houses, where people are like, what do we need all this stuff for? Let's have a 80-square-foot home, and we can enjoy the outdoors, and we can be with our friends that we love and not be on our phones all day. Minimalist movement here. The white T-shirt, a nice jacket. That T-shirt, that is not purchased single. That comes with 3. That T-shirt that you buy. He is salt of the earth. He is also fruit of the loom. Believe me. You buy that in a pack, and if you spill some ice cream or some salsa on it, you just go to the next shirt. That might have even been a different shirt that he walked in with that he walked out. So you have a nice fresh fit to walk out. I really like it, and I think it should. Wasteful, all that other crap.
The jacket. I said yesterday, can we see the beige jacket again from Burrow, from Purdy on his walk-in? I said yesterday, I said it's a rain jacket. Is it a rain jacket? Is it Columbia? You know that brand? Columbia?
Yeah,
I think we have to ask the people.
It might have the ventilated flap on the back.
Well, you need to breathe.
Yeah.
We need to, is anybody out there work for Aeropostale in the mall? We need to know that. If that's the jacket, is that yours?
Land's End is a good call.
Land's End, sure.
I gotta say, I like his look. I think we could all appreciate a guy who's minimalist and he's not looking for the flash, but I don't know if it's taken off.
I'm looking at Purdy and you. That's you. That's how you dress. Look at what you're wearing.
Maybe that's why. Peter, you're wearing a free T-shirt. What is that?
No, this is...
Show me the label. Why?
You're going to attack your outfit
now?
What is
this?
I like the jacket.
I'm not making millions playing quarterback for the 49ers as Mr. Irrelevant. Let's talk about the players, not me, okay?
What do we got under there?
NFL Network, Fox.
How long gone with Peter? I mean, could you be any more apathetic about what you're wearing today? You don't even know? What is that? Unbelievable.
Let's talk about Purdy. We got more coming up on the show.
No.
Leave Peter alone.
Has control.
This is whatever that jacket for.
We talked about it yesterday, just that chip on your shoulder. Everyone talking about a neutral AFC Championship game, not even thinking about you guys. How much did that motivate you coming into this?
You better send those refunds.
Burrow's got a ton of swag, ton of personality. He's also got a ton of playoff wins. Check this out. He's just 26 years old. He's got 5 playoff wins. He's already got 3 road playoff wins. Remember, the Super Bowl is considered a neutral field, so he's 3-0 in road playoff games. He's pretty amazing. He's 26 years old. Here's the statement. Even though he's going to his 2nd AFC Championship game in 2 years, Joe Burrow is still somehow underrated. Are we in? Are we out? Jason McCourty.
I am in on this, and I'm going to read a statement from you that I said in August. Bengals will have somewhat of a letdown season this year. It won't be all roses that are not just going back to the Super Bowl to represent the AFC. That was the doubt that I had sitting in this seat in August talking about the Cincinnati Bengals, and I underestimated the ability, the leadership of their star quarterback, Joe Burrow, and what that position can do for a team. They had a rough start. They were getting sacked. They played the Cowboys. They played the Steelers. Burrow didn't play his absolute best, but man, did they turn this thing around. And I think we still, all of us talking, we still continue to talk about the Mahomes and the Josh Allens. And we're like, yeah, Burrow's really good too. But he beat these guys. He's the top dog now. So we have to give him his love. We have to give him his respect. But I say we have to give him his flowers. This guy deserves it. Continues to win the big game. Joe Burrow, the robot, definitely underestimated.
The robot.
Underrated, but I don't think that's going to happen anymore.
That's very big of you to admit that from back in August.
I had to.
I'm in on this only because I love an underrated Joe Burrow. I just want him to continue to be underappreciated, underrated, because we keep getting quotes like this. This man's entire football career, people have been obsessed with telling the underappreciated, underrated story. Joe Burrow, again, a reminder, grew up in Ohio. His dad, he grew up a little bit in Nebraska because his dad was a coach at University of Nebraska. Joe Burrow's brother played at Nebraska. When he was getting recruited, allegedly, Nebraska football went to him and was like, you're not good enough to play on this team. Chip on his shoulder. Goes to Ohio State, gets buried on the quarterback bench. Goes to LSU. He's this northerner kid from Ohio, goes to LSU, comes out on senior night with the Burrow classic image, B-U-R-R-E-A-U-X. People were obsessed with this. He ingratiated himself in LSU. People fell in love with him. He won them a national championship, a team that was just battling the best of the best in the SEC. Goes back to his hometown team in the Cincinnati Bengals. He will forever be the underdog. I want to be in on this statement because this is the only version of Joe Burrow that I like, because we get answers like this from him. It's fantastic.
I'm out. I think it's over.
He gets his flowers.
I think it ended in a couple drives into that Bills game. I think it was going on for a long time, and I think it's over now. I think it's like, all right, he's winning. He's constantly beating these guys. Enough. If we're still having the conversation and we're not paying attention, I think some of it has to do with optics. I really do, because all he does is win, win, win. He doesn't jump over people. He doesn't do no-look passes. Like, when he wins Instagram, it's because of his clothes and his outfit. Like, there's something about his style of play that is just so solid and effective, but it's not, like, electric by today's standards. And I don't want to insult him. He's amazing. But he doesn't do those little clip things like that even Lamar does, or even Justin Fields does. Like, all he does is just run around a little bit, move really well, and make a perfect throw every time, which should be enough. But in this world of just eye candy and clicks and likes, you know, Josh Allen jumps over somebody from the Chiefs and everybody's head explodes, and Mahomes goes behind the back or whatever and everybody's head explodes. But I think it's, back to the point, I think it's over. I think there was a thing for a long time, Peter, and I think when he beat the Bills and then he did that press conference, I think it's over now. I think he's looked at as one of the best, if not the best.
Yeah, I agree with you now. I would say the reason going into the season maybe it was like, okay, do it once, do it again, and then show us. I think there was like a hesitancy to just crown him right away. So you would hear Rodgers, Brady, even you'd hear Mahomes, Allen, even Lamar.
You'd hear Herbert.
Like, those guys were a little bit...
Isn't that crazy, though? Because he
took his team.
A lot of those guys, Allen, Lamar, like, they haven't been to a Super Bowl. I
know. But I think now you go back-to-back AFC championships. If you go back-to-back Super Bowls, when we're talking about historic stuff. One of the greatest starts to an NFL career. Underrated right now? Probably not. Underrated going into this season, despite what he did all last year? I think that was fair to say.
I think he was underrated going into last week's game. I think you're right. I think he was underrated 3 days ago. I don't think he is anymore.
All right, number 2. We were talking about Joe Burrow's swag quite a bit. We also are talking about Brock Purdy as a quarterback. And